It's the last week of February, definitely not my favorite month of the year. I am very much looking forward to the beginning of March this weekend. I think we only have 3 more Sundays before spring officially arrives, and I cannot wait. I love the beginning of the winter season, around the holidays, and right through to the end of January. I love being indoors. I love the slower pace and the coziness of everything, just being at home, under a blanket in the evenings, watching movies, reading, knitting, being surrounded by good food and family. But by the time February arrives, I'm starting to feel cooped up and kind of over it. I'm really fighting the February blues, but I think I've been doing a pretty good job of it. I've kept my head down, focusing on good routines, getting lots of work done because that's been a challenge for me. I've had a lot of things on my to-do list that I've been procrastinating with, and I'm finally pushing through and getting them checked off my lists. And I've also been making a really strong effort to maintain healthy practices and routines and just take really good care of myself and try to do some new things this month. So I've been getting out a little bit more, meeting up with friends, going out for lunch, just focusing on some me time. I've also been pampering myself quite a bit. It has been so dry and kind of dreary. I've been giving myself hair treatments, masks. There's been a lot of bubble baths and just a little bit of pampering. I've been wanting to film a video for YouTube for weeks, but I just have not been able to pull it together. It has been extremely gray and gloomy, and we've had a lot of snow accumulation. We had a couple of really big snowstorms a week or two ago, and the last couple of days we have finally had some milder temperatures and a lot of sun. And so I'm just feeling like I can get all the things done at the moment. And so I thought I would pick up my camera and do kind of a day in the life style video. I don't know if it will be just one day or a couple of days put together, but I've been staying busy, getting lots done, and I thought I would just take you along with me for the day or maybe two. One of the things that I have been doing to kind of stay out of that winter slump is wake up just a little bit earlier. When you work from home, it is so easy to hit that snooze button and just stay in bed for a little bit longer. It's dark, it's cold, and I've been sleeping in. But lately, I've been trying to get up just a little bit earlier, and it's making a huge difference. Just 1 hour earlier is making me feel like I have so much more time in the day, and I'm just getting a lot more done. And in the mornings, I just enjoy some quiet time while the house is really, really quiet. And I've been reading, mostly fiction, but some nonfiction as well. I've been knitting, I've been journaling, brain dumping, planning, all the things, and it's been really, really good. One of the books that I picked up recently is Wintering by Catherine May. I started this book a couple of years ago, and I recently pulled it out and noticed that I had stopped at the January chapters. And so I picked it up, I read all of the February chapters, and now I am ready to start March, which I think I will save for the weekend, and I'm really enjoying it. I think I will be done this book on the weekend, and I really, really like it. It says, "The power of rest and retreat in difficult times, wintering." It's just a really nice comfort read. So I've been enjoying this. I've also been picking up Simple Abundance most days and reading the daily entry. And I just purchased Mel Robbins' The Let Them Theory book, which is very popular right now. I've only just started it, but I really am enjoying it. And I think that's been perking up my mood a little bit too. She is very inspiring and motivational. I really enjoy her. I've also been listening to some audio podcasts while I'm in the studio, sewing and pressing and taking notes in like a commonplace kind of journal. And it's just been really uplifting. It's really, really helpful to take notes for me because I think I absorb so much information, but I don't always retain it. So taking a moment to jot some things down and then be able to go back and reference them is perfect for me. But I've also been with my Kindle non-stop. It is my constant companion. I absolutely love this thing. I've just ordered 2 more Kindle cases for the spring and summer, which I'm very excited about. I have been mostly reading just quick, happy reads, fun reads. Some of them have a little bit of mystery in them. A lot of them are romance or fantasy. I even went through like a mafia romance phase recently, which was quite funny actually. Very entertaining. But right now I have so many books in my Kindle that I'm kind of preserving. I'm really excited about them. So excited that I've kind of been saving them, and now I have quite a lot to look forward to. One of them is Heartless Hunter, which is the second book in a series that I've been waiting for a long time. I can't remember the name of the first one, but the author is Kristen Ciccarelli. I also have Kiss the Sky, which is the first in a series that has a lot of like 4 or 5-star reviews on Goodreads, so that's kind of exciting. Then I have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. That's a new one of hers. I've got The Favorites by Lane. I can't read without my glasses here. I don't know what her last name is. I've heard a lot of good things about that book. And I think the most exciting is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. She's one of my favorites. She's the author of the Love Light series that I have recommended before. I absolutely adore her, and I have been waiting for this new release of hers. But it came out and I didn't want to read it. I'm just saving it because I don't want it to be over. So one day I will pick that one up and read. I've got a lot in here. I started The Ninth House. I started The Secret History. I kind of put them aside. I started Onyx Storm. I can't remember if I mentioned that last month. I kind of lost interest in it. I've got all kinds of other ones loaded up in here. So I am never without my Kindle and something to read, which is just amazing. And I have been knitting a little bit, not every single day, but I've been working on my Advent Shrug, which is part of the Shrug Season pattern collection by Jackie Rose, and I am loving this project. So I am using Advent minis that I've collected and kind of curated in groupings based on some beautiful pictures that I had in an interior design book. So far, it's turning out perfect. You knit with fingering weight yarn and you fade from one color to the next. So you hold a yarn double, and this is what mine looks like so far. It's so much fun to move from one color to the next. I'm not rushing it, but whenever I get a moment, I knit a little bit, and it's just a really nice knit because it doesn't require a lot of concentration. It doesn't matter where I am in the pattern. I can always figure it out. And it has just enough interest with the fading and the color changes to make it interesting. And I really just want to have a beautiful, like majorly multicolored shrug. I love it. So this is part of a knit along that I'm doing. I'm using the hashtag on Instagram, BTL Shrug Season Cal. And I'm also posting a little bit about it here and there on my Patreon. And the posts for this are public, so you don't have to be a member of Patreon to check in, post a photo. But I'm just really, really enjoying this project. I do have another project that I'm hoping to start in a bit, but I'm just waiting until I make a little more progress on that one. I purchased some Pearl Soho yarn for a brand new project. I'll share that with you a little bit later. I've been doing a little bit of spending this month. I don't think it's a coincidence that I've been in a little bit of a slump and done a little more spending, but I think I've been kind of getting myself ready for spring, just getting excited about it. I've placed a couple of Sephora orders. I got a new cookbook. I got some yarn. I think I ordered, I'm trying to remember what else. I ordered a couple of new clothing items for the spring, so I'm just getting myself situated, and I feel like I do that in spurts, so now I'm good for a while. I did also get a couple of stationery supplies because I have been loving my planners and journals. I've been spending a lot more time almost every day. I'm not really a daily knitter or a daily journal planner person, but I'm making more of an effort to just pick up my knitting and my journals a little more often, and it's just been perfect for this month. So I got a lot done in the studio this morning. I did film some of it. I finished up some bags that I'll be handing off to Christina at the Cozy Knitter soon. She is going to be putting them in her shop in the vintage library kits. Next, I'll be working on a few more so that I can have them in my shop as well. I packed up some leather orders. I'm just about to go and drop them off for shipping. And this afternoon, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a cleanup because I've been doing that in little chunks here and there as well. It's just time to start the slow process of spring cleaning and get my studio kind of organized. And I'll take you along for the rest of either today or maybe even today and tomorrow. We'll see. I have a couple of favorite things that I wanted to share with you. I mentioned that I've been pampering myself with regular hair masks and face masks and just trying to stay hydrated because it's been extremely dry. And so once a week, I give myself a hair mask after doing like a double shampoo. I don't have a clarifying shampoo at the moment, so I'm just using whatever shampoo I have and giving myself a really good deep cleanse. And then I'm using this mask and I'm really enjoying it. It's the L'Oreal Paris Hyaluron Plump 72-Hour Moisture Mask for dehydrated hair, and it is really moisturizing. I also have the shampoo from this range, so I shampoo with that. Then I put this in my hair. I leave it for 5 to 10 minutes, usually just 5, concentrating on the ends, and then I rinse it out. And I feel like it's been helping to keep my hair super healthy. My hair's been growing longer. I mean, it's always growing, but I've been growing it longer, and I do blow dry it and use hot tools on it, but I feel like this has kept my hair really healthy. Another thing I discovered very recently, I think through my sister, are these hair clips. I love using claw clips. I'm constantly using them to put my hair up, but they can be a little bit annoying, especially if you are driving. And I did see somewhere that they can be dangerous if you get into a car accident, but even if you're just sitting on the couch or sitting up in bed and doing something and you're leaning back, a claw clip can kind of get in the way, and these ones do not. So I've really been liking these. I use them all the time. This one is from this brand here, Kitsch, which I found on Amazon. Came in a pack of 2 and I love them. And lastly, this Revlon, I think it's called Lip Shine maybe it's super lustrous lip shine. I'm not really sure because it doesn't have the full name on the bottom, but it's in color 002 Pink Flip, and it just says shine. This reminds me of the YSL lip shines, but at a much more reasonable price, and I think it might even be better. I really, really love it. It's kind of like a lip balm with just the teensiest hint of shine, or it's barely pink. It's just a touch, but it's perfect. It's really hydrating. It's not sticky, and I love it. I couldn't find this anywhere in stores, so I found it on Amazon, and I love it so much that I really want to order a backup because I think they sell out and they are difficult to find. But I absolutely love these little things that I've been treating myself with. They are amazing. It's been a super productive day today. It's almost 4:30. I think I'm going to change and jump on the treadmill for a little walk before I start dinner. Glenn will be home in about an hour or so, so that gives me plenty of time. But I had a really productive day, and it feels so good to wrap up knowing that I accomplished a lot. I had the best studio assistant today. Camden helped package up some bags. He taped up all the boxes, helped me ship. We dropped everything off that needed to go out. And I came home. I actually had a grocery delivery this afternoon as well. I cleaned out the fridge. I put everything away, and I just feel like I can wrap up the day and put my feet up knowing that I got a ton done. But before I wrap up this video, I want to share some beautiful yarn that I have been accumulating this month, and I've been letting it sit here in the dining room so that I could share it with you before I put it away. A couple of things are from Chelsea Yarns, and then one is an order from Pearl Soho. I received the most beautiful Valentine's Day box from my friend Christina at Chelsea Yarns, and I wanted to share what was in it with you. There were also a lot of treats included with this package, but they have all disappeared. Glenn and I immediately ate the cookies that came with it and some candies and the tea, and it was beautifully packaged. This is the Valentine's Day mini set. It's so pretty. It's got this gorgeous card, a candle, and all of these stunning minis. I am really loving minis at the moment. I think the Advent Shrug has kind of ignited something in me, and I really want to use more minis. And I might even revisit what I've chosen for my Advent Shrug and try to incorporate something from here. We will see. But they're so pretty. I will definitely find something fun to make with these, and they're on a sparkle base, which is really pretty. A whole bunch of the little bits from the packaging are in here. I adore the way Christina packages everything. She just has a gift, and it is like the ultimate treat to open up one of her packages. She also sent me the January Enchanted Pages yarn box, which is a book-themed monthly kit that she's doing, and it is gorgeous. There's this beautiful postcard, which I will be putting in my journal. Look at the back of it. It came with these little cards that you can either jot down what you're reading or use as a bookmark, with beautiful ribbons, an Enchanted Pages candle, and this sock set in a beautiful color. It's called Bookish. these would make beautiful, beautiful socks. So that is my Chelsea Luxe yarn that has arrived in the past couple of weeks, and I finally got this very big order that I placed with Pearl Soho because I have been itching to make a skinny pop scarf. It's another pattern by Jackie Rose, and it took me a while to choose my colors. It was a bit of it's kind of a big decision because these kits were quite pricey, but I know that this is going to be a project. I think it's going to be like a long-term project for me. I'm really looking forward to getting this on my needles and just kind of picking it up and knitting on it whenever I feel like it. No pressure, no rush. I really think because I haven't even started it yet and spring is coming, this probably won't even be ready until, I don't know, maybe the end of summer so that I can wear it in the fall and winter. But basically you use 2 different gradient kits of the Pearl Soho Note, which is an extra fine merino wool and baby alpaca. So I chose, I don't even know what color this is. Let's see. I chose I think it's the mulberry fade and the penny fade, and 1 contrast skein that will be striped here and there throughout just to add a little bit of a pop. And I think you do 1 gradient on one end, 1 gradient on the other end, and then this will be striped throughout. It's absolutely stunning. If I remember, I will pop a photo of one up on the screen. But I mean, I love Pearl Soho yarn and I love Jackie's patterns. The colors are incredible. The knits are usually very, very therapeutic to me and just a real joy to knit. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be my 2025 comfort knit. I mean, look at the colors on here. It's so beautiful. So this was an exciting purchase, a big one. I am trying to mostly knit from stash this year, but I felt like one big project was in order and I fell in love with that skinny pop scarf. It's knit as a tube as well. So I think just knitting in the round on and on and on and on is going to be a really great couch knitting project. I think I will wrap it up here so that I can get my steps in for the day before I make dinner. I hope that you guys are finding lots of time or making the time to do all the things that you love and that you are pushing through this last bit of winter, and I will see you next time.